So been doing some maintenance on the two Jeeps. The orange Jeep, just all I've done is just replaced the air filter and the cabin filter. I do have batteries coming. Batteries kind of shot in it, so I need to replace them. But kind of what I was going to go over today is my white Jeep, the 392. It's got Dynatrac axles in it. And the back one, I noticed just before I went on the last camping trip that it was seeping some oil. And so I actually got down and looked at it, and one of the bolts is actually loose. So that's why it's seeping. It's right in that area. So anyway, I'm getting ready to pull that cover and get that all ready, put back on, and put some new oil in it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the front one as well while I'm doing it. So let's get started. Yeah, so this one right here, I believe was the one that was, no, maybe it's, we'll find out here. Yeah, that's the one that was loose. Yeah, so this one was loose, so it's allowing it to drip and it's coming down, or seep and come down. So it's time to change it anyway, so I just decided, besides the fact I don't think just tighten it back up, probably do the job now the oil's gotten in there. I was actually going to kind of spray this and kind of wipe it down a little bit, but we'll clean it up a little more once we get it out. Just don't want dirt going in the, I don't want to get any dirt in there. Yeah, so this Dynatrac deal, it actually sat across the, I think it's right here, like this, on the cover. Well, I could tell something was holding it, so I took the thing, I ended up taking these out, and it was still not coming, so I popped this loose. There's another bolt under there. So, if you have this, you got to remove that so you can get to that. So anyway, we got it all off. Just got to clean everything up now. Get all this oil off and cleaned up. The sealant, the gasket maker. You want to use something that doesn't, you don't want to mess up the surface. So I'm just using this as a plastic deal. So I've got everything cleaned up. Both the axle line on the plate, or the cover. So now we're going to put some gasket maker, and this is actually for axles.
All right. I think I got it good enough. Because we'll know if it leaks or not. If it leaks, I know I didn't. And when we tighten these up, you got to do it kind of like when you're putting a tire on. You got to crisscross back. Start down here. Or, yeah, go here. Down here. I mean, just back and forth. Kind of star-shaped, I guess. So it seals it right. Now I'm just going to get these in and get them up snug, and then we'll torque them. And you're supposed to torque them to 25 foot-pounds. Looked up online, that's what says Dynatrac 80 is supposed to be. I think the 60 is the same that's on the front, if I remember right. All right. So I am just going to snug these up. And then we'll torque them. All right. It's all snug tight. That one's kind of... So now we will get the torque wrench out and do that. All right, now we'll torque it. All right, now I always go, even when I'm doing my bead locks, or once I've got everything set, then I'll just run around just to make sure for some crazy reason, oops, see that one, that I didn't miss something. All right, so everything's tight, but as you can see, I missed, I don't know if I must have missed one, or it, sometimes when you do that, you'll go back and find some that are not quite tight. All right, we'll get ready to put the oil in now. So on a Dynatrac axle, you've got two plugs. This is where you put the oil in, and that's the fill hole. So once it starts coming out of there, it's full. This is the oil I'm putting in. This is what Dynatrac recommends. So it's GL5 80W 90 gear oil. I'm not sure how many it's going to take, but I've got plenty. All right, now let's get the oil put in. So this is something I bought. It's just off Amazon. It screws right on these lids. Works really good. I use it to change the oil in the axles in my orange Jeep back, I don't know if it was early this year or last year. You just pump it in there. All right, you can see we're starting to drip now. Yeah, so we're dripping, so we're full. Now we can put this little one back in. And then we'll put the big one back in. All right, the rear axle is done. So the rear axle took 3 of these and a little bit into the 4th. So it's 3 plus just a little bit out of this one. All right, now the front axle. This is the axle actually has the yoke. You have to put oil, fill this up, and then you have to fill up from the back, which I'll show you when I get to it. The rear didn't have that. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so couldn't remember for sure, but yeah, it's just the front. All right, that's off. So on this axle, this is like my other Jeep, they're Dana 60s. They have this other type of seal in them. And I've been reusing it and it's been working so far, so I think I'm going to do the same. Anyway, let that drain and clean this stuff up, and then we'll be back to putting it all back together. Yeah, so this has this little rubber gasket or seal on the 60, both the front and the rear. My other one's got a Dynatrac 60 front and rear. This one's got an 80, so the 80 is different. But on the other one, I've just reused it so I didn't have to use the gasket. I think they recommend you use the gasket anyway, or the gasket maker. But so far I've changed the other one a couple times, and so I'm just going to put it in. Hopefully I don't have any problems. But so far it's worked really well, and I don't have to mess with that other gasket maker. In fact, I ought to see if they've got some of these I can buy just so I have them on hand, because the next time I change the other one, I'll probably need to replace it when I change the orange Jeep, which I just did not very long ago, so won't have to for a while. But anyway, yep, there's my air locker and ARB. I got them front and rear. So, all right, well, I think this is just about ready to put the cover back on, and then I can fill it back up. All right, guess we'll see if we can get this back on here. I got to put this on. I can't roll it all. It rolls that gasket. Done that before. Luckily, I caught it before when I did it, before I got it all back on. All right, that was pain. Just heavy enough. Trying to hold it right where you need it. But the gasket's staying in really good, so that's good. That's the way it was on my other Jeep the first time I changed it. The second time, I had to be a little more careful. Well, it's the last one to snug up. Oh, that was the last one, I think. Yep. All right. That should be everything. All right, there we're full. So we might be all right. I don't know if you can see this. Right here, second hole. It's got some oil dripping out of it now. So that's done. Now I'll have to get set up so I can do the back one, or where the yoke's at. So right here, this is the yoke, drive lines right here. Right here, you got to pull this plug out, and you'll fill oil in from here until it comes out the drain, because it'll fill this up and then it'll start dropping down into the other part, and then once it does that, it's full. I'm good. I think we're gonna have enough. This thing's mostly full still. Oh yeah, we're full. Dripping good. Yeah, so it's definitely coming out. We're definitely full. So tighten this one up. Snug them up good. All right, we are done. Just got to clean everything up now. So got everything cleaned up. Got the oil back in the axles. Everything's should be good. Should be good for quite some time now. So anyway, got one of the things I needed to get done out of the way. It always feels good to do that. I actually don't mind doing this if I got time. I can just kind of mess around at it. I kind of enjoy it. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, and we will see you on the next one.